Hello and welcome to Monza, Italy. Without further ado, let's get it started. Alright, so let's go through the qualifying lap. I'm speeding it up here by 2 times because GT3 cars here are very slow in Monza. About 150 lap here, 1 minute 50 seconds. So that's why I'm speeding up by 2. So the tracks before it was quite short. So previously, the previous tracks that we have went through. But this lap itself felt quite good. I think I went through all the marks that I wanted to go through. Didn't have too much of issues here. The car was really good in many of these corners here. Of course, Monza being a low downforce or a very high speed track. So that's why maybe it's not the strongest suit for the Alfa Romeo. But yeah, so far it's going good. So only the right-hander here to take. Maybe went a little bit understeery there, but regardless, I will come in with a 148.8. So that will qualify me for P number 8, as you can see on the screen there. I think that was the optimum that I could have gone. The top guys is about 1 point something seconds away, but let's go to the race itself. Alright, so let's go to the sprint race. Of course, we have a 15-minute sprint race with a standing start. Of course, not my favorite starts because of the car. But let's go. 5 lights and away we go. So pretty okay start there, I would say. My teammate right in front of me, I think I'm gaining on him. So I think he had a compared to me a worse start there. But regardless, I'm having to go in the middle here because he's kind of bogging down that area there. So I'm braking really tentatively and I'm going through many cars there. A lot of RG going on there. So yeah, even the red the red Peugeot there begging my teammate as well, so he had to take some decisive actions there. But yeah, that's just the red red Peugeot I should say. That's just the way he is. But yeah, I'm currently in P number 8. So going through this sequence of corners, the blue Peugeot is in front of me, the Devil. So I'm having to cautiously drive around the Devil. And yeah, so now the red Peugeot has some issues there. So now we are in P number 7. So let's see if we go through this corners here. So this is the Lesmo 1, I think it's called, and the Lesmo 2 coming up. Let's speed up a little bit as well. I was really bad in the races with the Lesmos. But so far, let's see what's gonna happen here. Here there's just a bit of moment with my teammate and another car there. So yeah, from now I'm from P7 up to P number 5 already. And also challenging now the Devil. So it's really difficult challenging the Devil. You need to be brave, you need to pray. And yeah, in P number 4 there. So I'm having the outside, but yeah, the Devil seemed to brake a little bit earlier there, and therefore I have the corner, but he's right into my gearbox. So I'm gonna speed up the footage now a little bit. So we're going through this sequence, the straight there. I'm weaving around, as you can see there, trying to break the toe, but that's not going to happen. So the Devil is going to come back. I could have went a bit deeper there a little bit, but back to P number 5. So, and also now to P number 6 as the challenger behind comes in front of me there, side by side actually going through this sequence, but he's on the inside, so I need to be a little bit careful on the outside there. I'm trying to squeeze as much as I can, going like almost to the middle there, then going to the right. But yeah, he has the inside there. I have to concede the corner. And yeah, now down to P number 6, and also being challenged now, going really tentatively now by the red Peugeot. You can see the cars like dancing around a little bit there. So it's sometimes also a little bit difficult to judge where to brake, how to brake because of these dancing cars that are happening here. But here, yeah, the red Peugeot is going to be blocked by the Devil, and therefore I gain another position. So now back to P number 6. Yeah, really argy-bargy and overtaking race going on there. I'm going to the inside here, so I felt a really good move there, but somehow the Devil went out of track there. I don't know if I don't think I had any contact there, but regardless, if it was me, so apologies there. Fast forwarding a little bit now, coming through this, I braked so late there. I missed the mark completely, but I just lost 1 position there. So ultimately now in P number 6. Jumping 2 laps to lap number 4. Here the red Peugeot is going to go defensive. I'm going to the outside, and then he's almost like parking it in the road there, and he goes so slow there. I don't know what line is that basically, and yeah, I had to kind of bang him. and because of that there was a Constantina effect, and as you saw, a lot of positions there. Didn't really understand there, was it lag or was it something else, but yeah, lost a lot of positions. P number 8. So after the early laps drama, let's jump to lap number 8. So going through these corners here, yeah, there's a McLaren there just going out for a spin. And in the next lap, in the final lap, another McLaren is going to make a mess out of Lesmo 2. Yeah, another problem there. So 2 positions gain up to P number 6. That's where I would eventually finish. Yeah, so pretty much nothing happened in the middle, and a little bit of action towards the end, but P number 6 nonetheless. So definitely I'll take it. Positions gained from the race, 2 positions from 8th to 6th. Alright, so let's go to the main feature race. So this is where usually I do most of my training with, because this is the one which has a little bit more strategy, because you need to come to the pits. Yep, so this is where it separates from the boys to the men, as they call it in the industry. I don't think they call it anymore, but anyways, let's go to the race, starting in P number 7 from the inverted grid as always. So I'm pretty much keeping into the slipstream there of the guy in front of me. Yeah, let's see how it would go into the turn number 1. So I brake actually quite late there, but that's because I think the guys in front is going a little bit more tentatively. So I've gained 1 position already, so that's actually quite rare. But yeah, I'm now behind the devil again, so I'm having a lot of battles with the devil here today in this race, so that's why maybe I was a bit cursed. But yeah, going gingerly. Of course, this is the first lap with medium tires as well, so but I think here he kind of opened the door, so it's kind of odd for the devil to open the door, but yeah. So I gained 1 position, now to P number 5, so good start so far already. Let's fast forward a little bit more, going to this lap. Now the devil is going to make a move. He's going to the outside, kind of reminiscent of the sprint race there, where he kind of went out on the sand there, and I think here is going to lose a little bit more momentum. So I don't know what's with me and him in this corner here, having some issues. But yeah, P number 5. Lap number 5, you're going to see a magic trick there. So the McLaren just disappears there. So I gained 1 phantom position, and I think the British guy in front of me got so scared that he got a penalty here. So you see there's 0.5 there. So yeah, sometimes this kind of disconnects happen. That's why you see some people just disappearing there. It also happened to me actually before the race, but yeah, managed to join back. And now because he was so spooked, now he's also giving me the position there, and yeah, all the way up to P number 3. So let's fast forward here a little bit. Of course, now the guy behind is going to be close, or maybe not. Yeah, so he's going to serve his penalty, and the guy in front, I think McLaren, is going to serve another penalty from his side as well. So I'm going to go all the way to P number 2, so quite high there. And the Alfa Romeo guys are in 1 and 2 now, so my teammate in P number 1. So really good so far. Of course, I wouldn't stay there for long. Let's fast forward a little bit, and McLaren is going to rapidly come back past me. So I don't defend this too well, I would say. Maybe I could have done a little bit better, but I know his pace is also a little bit faster, so I'm just letting him go. P number 3. Let's jump a little bit more to lap number 5. Coming through the sequence of corners, and the McLaren has a little bit more of a moment there, so now I inherit his position. And who's behind me? The Diablo. And as they say, the Diablo now strikes back. Going through this sequence of corners, just before the Lesmo, I make a kind of a meal out of that corners there, so he goes past me. There's a certain lag there, which I'm not really confident in battling guys with the lag, but yeah, doesn't matter. P number 3. Now jumping 6 laps later to lap number 12, and now I'm coming into the pits. I'm currently in P number 1. That's only because the other guys have already gone to the pits. In hindsight, I think I could have gone to the pits like maybe 1 lap earlier, and the reason for this is, you will see when I come out of the pits, a gaggle of cars are coming on the left hand side as I look back there. So many people getting past just because they had the undercut, so they went into the pits and performed in the soft. But yeah, I'm just going through this corners here, a lot of argy-bargy going on there, so yeah, and I managed to survive that somehow in P number 5. So let's jump to later in that lap. I'm side by side with name is 404, so he is our leader in our tier, of course, so I'm giving him a lot of respect going into this last corner of Monza. Yeah, just keeping into his slipstream. So going through this sequence here, you can see the car's dancing a lot again because of this lag. I don't know how to take away this lag. I don't know it's on my side or the other side, but yeah, here going through T1, he's giving me a lot of space there, so he's not defending it well. But I'm having, I think, a little bit of a wheel spin coming out of that last part there, and he's able to get back past me. And here I think I just make a big mistake there. I just kind of give him a lot of space, a lot of respect there, and I kind of went slow and then I went fast again because I was having an overspeed to that corner. And yeah, then I just had to brake really hard there and I couldn't avoid him. And I also get a bump afterwards later on from there. So I'm losing a lot of positions down to P number 7 there. Not ideal, but let's see how it goes. Next lap, again in the Lesmos. Yeah, now the name is 404 is gonna make a mistake there. So now I gain back the position that I lost. Back to P number 6. And of course, he comes back right afterwards in the next lap here. Again, now I think here I just broke a little bit earlier. I just because I felt a little bit guilty for what I did before. So yeah, P number 7. Lap number 19. So the Alan there is serving his penalty, so I'm getting past him now to P number 6. And yeah, so that's where I would remain. So of course not foreshadowing a little bit, so let's go through our final lap. Let's see. So positives, I think this race itself there was a lot of potential. I felt good in Monza. Of course Monza itself being a track which I drive a lot in Formula 1, so it felt very familiar to me to drive here, of course. So I knew where to brake or where to drive well or something like this, to attack the corners as well, especially in the Lesmos. I think the Lesmos were my weakest point there. I was losing a lot of time over there. In the other parts of the track, especially sector number 1, I think I was quite good in terms of the braking to T1, and then the sequence there, the left right, I think I was quite good there, or right left I should say. Besides that, I think in terms of qualifying, yeah, that was basically my pace. Of course I can do a little bit more to do much, maybe 2/10 or something like this, but not too disappointed there. In the sprint race, yeah, I think that was pretty much my performance there. Nothing much I could have done. Maybe I could have done a little bit better, but in the feature race, yeah, again just a few mistakes here and there. I didn't make like a major mistake that dropped me down like crazy. I think my pace warranted this position, P number 6. I think currently somewhere in P5 and P6 there. So I'm not too disappointed with the race and how the results has panned out. In the sprint race I finished 6th, and here I'll also finish in 6th. So yeah, not too disappointed. Pretty happy I guess with the results, but of course I can always do much better. But yeah, so coming in with P number 6. So yeah, I gained at the end 1 position. Of course I started inverted P number 7, so to P number 6. So let's look at the standings then. Yeah, I'm also P number 6 in the standings, so 6 seems to be the number. 666, I guess I was battling a lot with the devil today, that's why maybe it's also 6 there. But regardless, yeah, I guess that's again reflecting to where my pace is currently. So I'm definitely somewhere in that region there. But yeah, so that's a good haul of points there, 76. But I'm not really looking at the front there with 186. I'm definitely not looking that far ahead. So I'm definitely targeting at least P number 5. So that's realistic, maybe even P number 4. But let's see how it goes. Thank you very much for watching and hope to see you guys in the next video.